relatively soon. Oh, hey! Totally moves back. See my city? I mean, it's a bunch of little cities, in a sense. With a lot of different experiments for how to get people on and off the highway. And I mean, not as densely populated as it could be. But it's getting there. Almost at 110k. Still growing pretty fast. We got a lot of landscape still bought. And how many tiles do we have right now? We still only have 6 tiles. We've unlocked everything, so we can pump out some more tiles. And I probably should be building fast if I ever want to sleep tonight, as opposed to continuing to stream this. And we're building a diagonal one here. So there, talk about, you know, a little bit more wasted space. The things I do in the name of aesthetics. Aesthetic. You know, but I'm all about having beautiful cities, obviously. I think I might build another trumpet over here. And bring a highway down here and connect it over here. I mean, we could. Who is that? Dead Jester 81. See, you sound like someone that needs to be in. You really not have water coverage? Someone who needs to be in Darkest Dungeon. Holy crap! Look at that. That little sliver that was missed. At Mr. Kvitz and Jimmy C987 and Andy Blake. Thank you very much for subscribing, everyone, at the same time. Doogie says, Quill is building it beautiful, as some might say. Well, I don't think anyone would say that this was beautiful, but I appreciate the thought. I'm going to go ahead, since our interest is maximum space, I'm going to purchase this area. It's nice and flat and big. And if I'm thinking about pulling a highway down here, actually, there's already sort of a highway over here. So let's just pick this up. I think it's an excellent spot. Because then I don't have to worry about building another connection over here. I can build one maybe here. Here's a small pittance from the English. Elephas Chaos. Small pittance from the English. That's pretty funny. Yeah. Time for the trumpets, you guys. It's the day 9 thing. It's all I ever think about when I hear that word now. So we're gonna go over here, and then we're gonna go over here, and then we're gonna go into curved mode. We're coming out this way, curve around, drop down, and try to make that look as sexy as possible. That's pretty good. That ain't bad. And we're gonna come in here and try to make a nice tangent. Raise it up. Oh yeah, I always like to get it to go up right away. I hate that like little flat part and then it goes up. Like, no, we have to do it this way. Got it. We got it. Oh, not quite round. Oh, it'll have to do. Spoony Bob. I usually watch Northern Lions Isaac stuff, but Cities coverage is my hype. Step Brother is a big fan of your 4 videos, and it was amusing to find you two did games together. Keep up the great work. I like working with NL too. He's hilarious. You know, I knew he did all the Isaac stuff, and I was like, how could someone go and like every day watch an episode of this Binding of Isaac stuff? How could it possibly still be interesting or whatever? And so like when what is it called, Revival, like the sequel to Binding of Isaac came out, I'm like, oh, you know, I'm gonna sit down and watch some Northern Lion stuff, and like hours later I'm still watching these videos. I'm like, okay, I get it now. I don't know why it works this way, but I can't stop watching. I mean, it helps that he's hilarious, obviously. Very funny. Which I think comes from a sort of quickness of mind. Every comedian I've ever seen, like, in other contexts... Oh my god, it's not gonna line up right. Has always, like... I'm always like, okay, you're really smart. And I guess that's what it is. You have to be really smart to be witty. And I think NL has that sort of thing going on. He's got this whole sort of, like... Oh, I'm a derpy doo-doo-doo kind of demeanor. But he is super... It's an act. Don't fall for it. He's a super genius. I missed the subscription. Hahula! Thanks for the sub. Welcome to the party. How does this go now? This goes here. Boom. And this goes here. Shabam. Alright. And that's connected over there, which is grand. Like that. You're only ever going to see these constructions from me ever now. I found a an interchange that works. What I've got to find is a variant that works for like a 4-way. Don't like the cloverleaf. It doesn't have enough throughput. We're actually probably going to have to delete this one at some point and replace it because there might end up being too much traffic here. It's going to help that there's no on-ramps and off-ramps anywhere nearby, but I bet you we're going to have to replace it. Now that we build a city over here, this is going to become a problem. But we'll deal with that when we get there. Do I see... Yeah, I see lots of death. There might still just be a big traffic jam somewhere. Because this is someone who's dead right now. Let's take a look at the health charts. Because we have a crematorium right in there. Hi, Raven! Thanks to you and your videos. Made me waste more money. No! Spending money on video games. That's for losers. Who would buy video games? I mean, they're just the most possible fun a human being can have. What are these colors? Oh, that's cemetery usage? No. What does that represent? Maybe it's a healthcare thing. Oh, I'm thinking... This is not residential. That's what those colors represent. So yeah, I don't think it makes any sense to build another crematorium. Is there a traffic problem here? Like, where are the vehicles from this crematorium? And that's it. I don't think it's, the crematoriums don't stay in their own zone. It might be nice if you could restrict them to a district, but it doesn't work that way. Health is good. My buildings are, like, average health, 76%. That's not bad. Is there any pollution over here? Only over here. Nothing over here. I mean, there's probably noise pollution. Yep. But I don't know if that helps make people sick. Maybe it does. I mean, we can help with this. We can go and... This is not helping me get to 200,000. You know, tree-lined streets everywhere. It's making people happier. Oh, that's a one-way. We are getting some happiness. All right. It's not as important over here, because that's not residential. This is, though. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the noise pollution really affects everyone. I want a button. Upgrade all roads to tree-lined. Broom. Has the mayor heard about this new study by scientists find that trees and sound barriers reduce traffic, produce noise? Yeah, no, I know. I realize that. God. Stop judging me, you bird. Okay, I'm worried that this might be too large in an area that's empty. As in, we might want to run a highway through this. Suppose push comes to shove. We can just put another little trumpet exchange over here. It's a possibility. I don't know. Yeah, that's too much. I mean, we could use this space to experiment with a different kind of hookup, especially since we're going to want connections down here as well. But I'm really leery. I mean, what I probably want to do here is a trumpet that goes this way. I suppose I could always connect up here, like do something from here to there. We could have a few, like, sort of direct ins, outs right off the highway. It's a little dicey to do, but I don't know. Anyway, we're going to use our conventional building this time around. We're just going to use some 2-lane roads. Could probably be a little closer. Yeah, I think that's okay, and it will still give us enough room to get our ramps going. And build a little further over here. Then down. Oh, I guess we'll do... Another little neighborhood over here. I mean, I hope the fact that these are kind of starting to be a little samey isn't bothering anyone. I really want to see if we can hit that 200,000 mark, and at this point that I've found a structure that works for, like, pure population, making the traffic go, I don't kind of want to mess with that, you know what I'm saying? Go with what works. Oh yeah, at this point I can do this, because I've got my pattern down. The cities are nice. They're modern. You know, they're maybe not interesting, but I think if you were living there, they'd be awfully pretty. So we got tons of residential here. We don't really need any more over here. Especially if we actually connect one to the other. Who's that? Wickgin Production. Hey, welcome. Welcome, welcome. If I go, and this is the one time where like these 4 lanes are really good. If I go and sort of connect up. It's hitting the thing. Shoot. Hang on. Backtrack. Build that from here. There we are. Connect there. So we can get some people to work here. We can have a lot of offices, for example. I wonder if I can squeeze anything out through there. Maybe. Oh, no, you can't go through there. Damn. I guess we can go through here. A donation from Single Malt. Is this a hint? I got some really, really nice stuff the last time I was in Sweden from a fan meetup, actually. I've slowly been going through it, but I haven't opened the really, really good stuff yet. Oh, there's just too much going on under here. I was really hoping to sneak things in here. I mean, I can do it here, but the problem is, I think the traffic generated... Actually, hold on. If we get rid of this, and that, and instead have this, that might not be too bad. Okay, and it'll be relatively doable feat. Nope, that's not what I wanted at all. To get through this area. Because I think we might be able to... shite. You know what? Let's go over. Go this far. And then 2 notches up. And then across. Oh, you're going to be a pain in the ass to do this too, aren't you? There you go. And now down. Alright. And then we'll sort of curve up. That looks pretty lined up. There we go. Alright. Feel like I heard the subscription sound, but I don't see anything in the log. No, I'm going a little nuts. Alright. Got that going on. We're going to build some commerce. That's actually offices, which is also okay. Actually, it really doesn't make any sense to have any commerce back here because people who do shopping won't want to... Shouldn't have to go that far to do it. So we'll do this. We'll get rid of this little batoon over here. Has Quill tried the Swedish Macmira whiskey? I don't think so. I'm not aware of that name, so I'm assuming I haven't. There you go. Can't really put a lot of buildings there, but what the heck. Here, we'll put in some low density residential for pretty. This is a bad idea. Whoops. I'm gonna undo that in this one, because then it'll just get in the way from things. That too. Okay. Water, power, right. Speaking of water, I am not drinking enough. I have a soda down here with me. I decided I'm gonna switch to a little bit of Coke again instead of, because I finished that tea. Should actually just have more tea. Okay, so I think we will have to power line a little bit, and apparently we can have elevated power lines now. So 1, 2. Holy snoots! Would you look at that? Awesome. Let's get ourselves a little incinerator on the side of the highway. Right there. Oriana! Hey! Oriana, we had a good chat last night. We were watching Total Biscuit play